So people, we are back with the second round of the Unicorn Open, the back nine. Hosting Sören and Flo.
Welcome back, guys. Unicorn Open 2025 presented by Discmania and supported by our beautiful sponsors you see here in the picture.
Lots of local firms and companies.
Yeah. All right, MPO scores after the first front 9 holes. Flo is currently still leading, but Jakob has a look.
Yeah.
Chasing.
I still remember I was looking at scores because I had quite the lead and didn't feel pressured by it. But at this point I started to feel a little bit of pressure, so I definitely had to finish the round strong if I wanted to keep a good lead.
Yeah, also a chase from Roland Wieland, chasing Henning Bandemer. Roland and Jakob both on the chase card of their divisions, and Henning here in the lead card with Flo as well.
Let's play disc golf.
This coverage is brought to you by discgolfstore.de. Alright, hole 10, first hole of the back 9, 73 meters, par 3. You have actually two options here, forehand, sidearm, forehand, flex line, just where the path is going, or backhand straight into the gap where the right tree on the right side here is in the picture. The path is bending to the right, and then just behind the curve there is the basket of hole number 10. Actually not the hardest hole, but distance control is very important, and if you're going with a backhand straight shot you need a little bit of luck as well.
Yeah, the straight shot is definitely not the intended line, but the sidearm is quite difficult to throw. You gotta hit your distance, as you said perfectly.
Yeah.
And well, Jannis stayed way too straight. He didn't have it stall and fade to the right. He just continued straight and will have a C2 look.
Yeah. Second, Dennis also with a sidearm flex.
That ultimate technique.
Yeah, looking good. Also a little bit too long, too wide.
Oh yeah.
And that's the mistake. If you're going sidearm, you have to have perfect distance control with this shot.
But honestly, I also like going over the left side with the sidearm, just because if you do finish straight, you always have a putt, because there aren't too many branches on that side of the green. On the other side, there are way more trees, bunch of small ones and a few branches, so better stay a bit too straight. Yeah, and I just didn't clear the corner by not even a meter.
Yeah, unfortunate. But all of you still have a putt, I think.
Yeah, though mine will be the most obstructed.
Henning has a lefty. Backhand. Oh.
Yeah, I still remember that one. It looked so perfect. He was the only one who got the pace exactly right. And then he hit the last tree to miss. Too bad. And I don't know if he was there on the previous holes. I didn't look out for it, but one of the Italian guys came to caddy for me. Really friendly. It's so nice when people come up to you after the round when there's golf start and offer to caddy for you. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, of course.
Takes weight off your back.
Good run from circle 2, I think it was, or maybe outside of circle 2.
C2, but very obstructed.
Yeah.
Also, for him, more obstructed than I expected for Dennis. Had to go with the sidearm. Jannis.
Let's see if he has a more open look, more open putt, but it looks like.
Straddle stepper. Lining it up. Oh, tickling the chains.
Yeah, left side chains. But open look. So if you're going a little bit too straight, it's better than going right side or even long where Dennis was. You're taking the par. Jannis is putting for par as well. Yeah. I think on this hole, birdie is definitely a good birdie. It's a good birdie. You take strokes on the field, Henning par as well, and Dennis completes the par.
Par frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, this hole is so common to get a par frame on. It's one of the birdie holes, but it got a very specific line. So you might expect it more than this one or the hole before. But, well, hole 11 is also straightforward, but way more difficult because you have to go straight first, and then there's this slight bend to the left. So you can't just hyzer around the corner. You gotta put something on hyzer and let it flip up midway through the flight to then push straight through this gap. It's a very specific shot. I've seen some people going with the sidearm flex shot, but I feel like it takes way too much power and I can't hit it that accurately. That's why I'm not going for it. And
let's see what the others are doing. Jannis first on the tee.
Jannis.
Actually, the biggest thing is, just go through the Mendo, no matter what, and then hope for a bounce or hope for the disc to stay up and fade a little bit to the left.
He got a very friendly bounce.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. I was thinking about if anyone in this tournament did the sidearm.
Yeah, and here it comes. But yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, very risky line. You have to put the disc on an Anheuser or flip, take a flippier disc. And this is the downside of the sidearm, I think.
I believe last year Laurens Schauerhofer was also going for it at Austrian Nationals. Yeah, that's a look. For me.
Yeah.
Yeah. C1, edge of C1.
Yeah, circle one edge. Henning with a backhand, so that means righty sidearm line.
And he's so touchy with it. You notice his ultimate background.
Wow.
Nice angle control.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then there is nothing left than just a pitch up.
That's worse than missing the Mendo.
Yeah. But also very touchy.
And another one.
I mean, the woods are brutal if you're missing the line, basically, because you have almost on every hole where you miss the line natural OB. Yeah, so you're gaining strokes, and this is not the situation you want to be in.
And you don't step up to a hole and think that you will be in this position, in this situation.
Yeah.
So it's always a damper on your round.
Ooh, a little too low, but good run. I mean, if you're at circle's edge or even outside, you can definitely run the putt because there is nothing behind the basket. There are the bushes on the ground. They will pick up the disc, so no rollaway potentials at all.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Dennis somehow trying to save the bogey. No, that won't do.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a brutal one.
Also, me missing. Honestly, these holes, those 3 par 3s in a row, they
you
can
9,
be
10, 11.
Yeah, right. They can be a momentum boost or just a momentum killer. What?
He didn't see the reaction from Jannis.
He didn't even see it. Jannis did, though.
Yeah.
Dang.
The reaction from Jannis said it all. He couldn't believe it. And Henning was 100% sure after the disc hits the chain that this was in, but...
And something you notice, especially with like not real pro players like us, that the card momentum also plays a huge role. You aren't like not only in your own head, but you get pulled or dragged down by the others.
Yeah.
So the body language of the whole card is like very slow, a bit disappointed, and you notice with the results too. And as I said, these 3 holes, you always have longer putts, or not always, but most of the time. And if you keep missing those, and 1 or 2 people are off the fairway and struggle, it can get very difficult to continue a good round.
Yeah. Hole 12, next hole, par 4, 112 meters. You're throwing over the small valley, I would say, and then the fairway is bending to the left. This is a landing zone definitely here where the drone is currently at. If you're pushing a little bit more into the gap, it's a better position for your second upshot. And then there is the open field, and then to the right on the hillside there is the basket of 12. Yeah, I think hitting the gap is the most crucial thing or most important thing, but if you're pushing a little bit too long, there is a second gap where the drop zone from the Mando is, and the Mando is actually not in play at all. It just prevents for people to throw a little bit more straight shot and going on the next fairway for hole 16.
Yeah, that would completely break the hole if you could do that. You could just throw a hyzer back door to the basket. And even the gap in between the trees, where the drop zone for the Mando is.
What a shot. I think that was perfect.
I think so too. Like, he was a bit low. He definitely could have caught something along the way. Me contemplating between pyro and deflector, deciding for the pyro. Yeah, so if you go too straight, then that gap could be there, but it's not a gap that you play for. I got a bit lucky there.
You get lucky, but I think same spot as Jannis with a different shot. But both ideal position, because then you have a side-arm approach, pretty easy. Henning as a lefty, definitely more challenging, but he's pushing longer.
There's potential to go deeper into the gap if he hits it perfectly.
Yes.
It's a more difficult shot.
Yeah.
Same for Dennis. He tries the same, just with the right-hand side.
Yeah, last year I remember Laurens also going for the sidearm because he thinks if he hits it perfect, then he can push. And maybe has an eagle look, potentially. Yeah, but...
Oh, no.
Ooh.
That almost misses the Mando.
Yeah, challenging the Mando.
Okay. Johannes on the camera.
Yeah. Shout out to Johannes Kerkman from Graz, helping us out at the reaction cam. So let's see where Dennis is. Yeah, you almost have nothing. And
I mean, there are a bunch of gaps, so it's not like you're in complete jail, but...
Yeah, his reaction says says it all. Double bogey on the previous hole 11, now again in the woods. Yeah, and wow. It will be even worse than before. Than the previous shot.
So frustrating. And I believe if you make a par 4 this short, this hole shows 2 very important details about hole design when you create a par 4 this short. So first, you gotta have a very specific landing zone.
Wow, what a shot! Stays.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That was an eclipse resistor, very overstable 6-speed. And Jannis even going with a mid-range, I believe. Yeah, so we're both in that sweet spot. And you can hit that sweet spot because the hole is kind of short. But then with the elevation change, it makes it a specific shot to land in the sweet spot. You can't just chip something there. You gotta control your height, your pace, and have a fade at the right time.
Yeah.
And the second part is that off the fairway, you gotta have something to scramble, but it has to be difficult. If it's that short, then that short scramble should still be not guaranteed.
Yeah. By the way, beautiful shots from Jannis and Henning as well. So 3 of the card has a potential birdie looks. So this is the first birdie look from Henning. Kind of tricky putt, but I think it's more in your head. Oh, with a tree in front, but he takes the birdie.
Yeah, and as I remember, this hole had a pretty nice scoring spread. So it scored kinda easy, but so definitely under par, right?
Let me double check. It has, yeah, slightly under par.
Slightly under par.
Yeah, 3.9.
Right? I remembered correctly. But it has quite
for the
a
second
few,
round, at least, yeah.
It has quite a few different scores. And I like that when you step up to a hole, you know that it's very birdieable, but you also know the dangers. And as we saw, there's anything in there from birdie to double bogey.
Yeah.
Hole 13. This is one of my favorite holes on the course. It's a pretty well-shaped par 3. You can't throw it that hard. It's 88 meters, but it plays more like 60 meters, I would say. And you can just throw a putter on a slight angle and have it turn around this corner. And around here it should already be flat. And when you reach that last gap in front of the basket, it should be on a slight hyzer to hit in front of the basket, skip a bit and check up right at the pin. Yeah. Also the CTP hole, so you really want to get this one close. Trying a new trick that the Italians showed me. Okay. And that's what I meant. It's so hard to down tempo.
Yeah, very technical hole. I mean, 88 meters, par 3 downhill. It's not the hardest one, at least not on paper. But when you see the gap and when you see the line and you have to hit it perfectly, then it's pretty challenging. A little bit wider.
I decided to just give myself a look every time. This is worst case almost because I'm behind that last tree in the middle. But I just put it out a bit more to the left and let it turn a bit more to the right. It might not park the basket every time, but it gives me a look. Henning challenging the middle tree too much.
Yeah. But still decent position for Henning, I think. Both of you has a...
Look at that.
And actually never thought about that line.
But it works.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's CTP, has the CTP of your group.
We have to cut out a specific hole on that right-hand side. A very small one, I would say, but a clear one. That people think about it at least.
Ah, okay, yeah.
It's already an option, so we might as well just make it accessible, but not easy.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see about next year. And Jannis scrambling his way forward, maybe having a look. Ooh, oh man, Henning.
Okay.
That green disc, I don't remember what it was, but he has a lot of touch with it. Okay, so me trying to find some sort of window with my glitch. C2 look means it's a glitch run.
You're always putting with glitch from C2?
Not always. Sometimes. Oh, yeah, that was too short. Even the glitch couldn't reach that. No, if I have to putt it really hard, like for low ceiling, for example, it might be a step putt, or if I just have a backstop and can fire it with a normal jump putt, then it's also an atom. But anything else where I don't want the disc to be too far away, it's a glitch. Jannis, on the other hand, he couldn't really give it a run.
No, there is nothing in those trees on the left side.
Yeah, really bad rough.
Dennis with a birdie look. Oh. Yes, and he's picking up. Hopefully the last holes, especially 11 and 12, are now out of his head, and he just continues having the birdie in mind and going to the next holes of the round. Jannis for bogey, I think. Yeah.
He got a solid stroke. Not someone to be discouraged too easily.
Easy par for you, and as well, unfortunately, par for Henning after a very good approach, or even a very good longer putt from circle 3, maybe. Yeah. So now the group has a little bit longer walk to the next tee of 14. This is a 145 meter par 4. We changed it from last year, so we put the tee a little bit more to the right. You see there is a OB left and the Mendo at the very beginning, right side of the tree. If you miss the Mendo or hit OB, you go to the FPO tee pad, which is the drop zone, and then you have approximately 100 meter straight shot to this dog leg right, and when the disc is landing here, you are in almost perfect position for the second up shot, the small gap, small tunnel shot to the basket. The basket is very open, and behind it it's very easy to run the putt even from longer distances. So let's see what players are doing. Sidearm and backhand, both is possible. Dennis with a sidearm, but too close to the trees.
He is far in there. I think he has to play through the forest.
Okay.
For me, it's the Envy. Yeah. So slightly more stable putter. Hit a branch. Hit a tree.
Hopefully rolls away a little bit more to the left, to the open, but yeah, we will see.
And definitely the right-hand woods.
Is the reason why you throw an Envy is because you don't want to have the fade and on the end, or why is it?
Not too much fade. There was a little bit of headwind. I think if there wasn't any wind. Henning.
Is he OB? Or did it came out to the open?
We'll see in a second.
Yeah, we will see. If he's going to the FBO T-pad, which is the drop zone, then he's OB. Wow.
Like, okay, that's definitely OB.
That's OB.
And for me, one reason for the putter is that you don't get the wildest kicks. And second thing is between the Atom and the Envy, the Atom stays straighter, but if there's a lot of headwind like we had in this round, it might flip a bit, and the Envy would just hold the line.
Okay.
Jannis, high sidearm.
Yeah, decent shot.
Can save the bogey. Or even the par if he has a good run. It's a long one though. Henning, what will he do? What?
Over the trees.
Overhead.
Okay.
Okay, he seems very disappointed. I'm at the edge, in the trees, but can step out. Patent pending. Which disc do I have there? Do you know it?
It's a range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just chipping up. Henning.
He likes it.
Listening for the trees.
Yeah.
We didn't see it come down, but he has something to.
Oh wow! Okay, Dennis is
approach
really
the
far
basket
up in the woods.
Makes the initial gap.
Wow, but I mean that's quite good from this position.
Honestly, yeah.
And this was his second, so he's now throwing his third and has a potential par. Wow. Okay. Easy shot for you, I guess.
Yeah, you really gotta take your medicine on this one. If you're out of position, just chip up, approach, and get your par and get out of there.
Yeah.
Henning? Yeah, I'm doing the commentary already in the round. Yeah, slight nose up drifter. Classic for an ultimate player. Same for this guy. Hit some branches though.
Let's see if Jannis has a birdie log. No, it is a par because he was yeah, sorry. Ooh, so close. So close to save the par.
Yeah, he had some good runs this round already. And
then it's now for par as well.
Miraculous par, honestly.
Yeah.
That second shot wasn't easy. Third shot, neither. And a good putt seals the deal.
Nice.
Great scramble.
Yeah, very good scramble.
Look at the posture. Head up a bit higher. Still kind of quiet, but he's trying to fix his round.
Yeah, Jannis with the bogey. You're taking your par, I think. Yes. Solid par. And Henning with the bogey. I mean, this hole is, for par 4, also quite shorter. But because of the shape of the woods and the fairway, it's hard.
Discgolf.de bringing the coverage to you. Hole 15. We shortened this one a lot. At Austrian Nationals, it was down where T-pad 14 was, and we had to first clear the hill before going straight. Now it's just a 75-meter straight shot. You gotta control your angle and pace. Coming out of this gap, you gotta be on slight hyzer, but then not have too much speed, because if you hit an angle next to the basket, you might be circus edge or even further along. On the other hand, when you stay too straight, you're in the rough, might have a obstructed putt or not even a chance to go for it. So this one was pretty interesting to me, that he decides to go for the sidearm. Yeah, and it's so tough to hit that line.
Yeah, then there's a lot of sidearms where I, as a player, if I would play this tournament, would more throwing a backhand like you do. But yeah, he decided a lot of times for going with the sidearm, but
yeah, I'm going with my tempo.
Almost hitting the basket or almost hitting metal.
Yeah, a bit too much tempo on that one. Still in the circle though. I got a bit lucky that I hit that branch behind the basket. Jannis pulls it a bit.
A little bit higher,
but makes it through.
Yeah,
and
good roll.
Gets a nice little roll. Almost a tap in left for him.
Yeah, hole 15 we are. In round 2 is the third easiest hole on the course.
You might expect it to maybe even be the easiest one, but I think there's just a little bit too much trouble to the sides of the hole that some people might pick up a few extra strokes.
Yeah,
it's one of the must-get birdies for the better players, and if you miss it, that already hurts, and you hopefully don't bogey. Zone approach from Dennis, that signature purple zone of his. Nose up, drifter. Yeah, easy approach.
Easy approach, easy par.
Dennis's best shots, honestly. Like those approaches with the zone, almost always at the pin.
Yeah, on this hole, there are not a lot of players who played this hole with bogey or worse. So either it's a birdie like you did or a par like Dennis did, because you hit the line, but then the second approach shot is pretty easy. But you're basically losing a stroke, especially to the front of the field.
Yeah.
When you just par this hole. Jannis also with the birdie.
Fist bump. Look, he's actively trying to give himself momentum. He doesn't only get it through the birdie, but he really tries to reinforce it with the fist bump. Jannis has a pretty nice mental game, and he's new to the sport. So he still kind of has to find his playing style, kind of has to find himself as a player. But he has all of the right attitudes, the right routines, and that brings us to hole 16.
Yeah, hole 16, par 4 for our lead card, 164 meters. You have a little S-curve. In my opinion, one of the more beautiful, maybe the most beautiful holes. One of my favorite holes, definitely. Yeah. First landing zone for shorter distances is here, a little bit closer to the tee pad. The big arms are going to here, and then you can decide, depending on your lie, if you're going to the right gap where the trees are, or if you're going sidearm a little bit higher and then through this gap where the drone is flying. in my opinion, perfect par 4. Not the longest one, 164 meters, but because it's in the woods, it's pretty much ideal, in my opinion.
Yeah. So there's a lot of decision making here. First shot, you can really go a bit shorter and go for a long second one. That's probably the most consistent for the safe par and the long chance at birdie. But I'm trying to bite off a bit more, which can get you into trouble, but on the other hand, can also get you a pretty nice spot.
Yeah, tucked into the right side. So you have a very, yeah, your reaction says it all. It's a little bit too much right, so you have a very difficult approach shot to the basket for birdie, but still a very good look for par.
Yeah, let's see if I can bend something down there.
This is fading a little bit earlier. Yeah.
For Henning, his sidearm surprised me a lot this tournament. He really developed it again the last few years. Got a bit of the ultimate bounce from his approach shots away for the drives. He doesn't bounce it too much anymore if he goes for power shots. Yeah. And Jannis landing in almost the same spot as him.
Yeah. So this is a very decent landing zone. Of course, you can push it a little bit farther, but then you have the risk of taking or tickling the trees, the branches.
Yeah, that's still one spot you don't want to land in. That grouping of trees has a few small trees and bushes between them. Far back and kind of nasty.
Yeah. You almost have nothing, so the plan now for Dennis should be pitching it up into the open and then trying to save the par. Oh, but that's okay. He get through. So now he has the look for the straighter gap to the basket in front of the basket. Of course, it's blind. Oh, special visitors.
Yeah, a few spectators. Finally, some spectators turn up, and yeah. So he's definitely trying to go for that stall sidearm that falls into the main gap towards the basket. Not even stall. He goes pure angle. Yeah.
Nice.
Hit something at the end, but it's a look.
Yeah.
Probably a circle look.
If you're down there, you definitely have a look for birdie.
Henning trying to not to get distracted.
So looking good.
Just not far enough.
Yeah, just a little bit too less distance. Yeah. 5 meters longer and this would be perfect.
Yeah. So, me going between discs. Looks like a fireball. Yeah.
Yeah, you see too much to the right side, so you have to place your disc and birdie is almost out of reach. You said it's short.
It is.
Yeah.
Same tree as Henning. Inside it. Got a long run at the basket. It's a safe bit, but also not that easy to make. And that's the straight gap you were talking about.
Yes.
Well, that will take a huge effort to save the par from.
You're still looking for birdie. Circle 2. But yeah, out of the hand, your reaction says, no, that's not in. But it's possible to run this putt if you have an open look, because there is nothing behind the basket.
Yeah, not the best efforts. Henning and me just... There's not too much pressure when you putt for birdie.
Dennis?
Yeah, Dennis also pulls it. 3 pulled putts. Long.
So one last birdie chance for Jannis. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he punched through there. If he went for the stall shot, then he wouldn't have had as much force and maybe wouldn't have made it through the tree. Like this, he just punched through and got himself a close look.
Very good birdie. One of the 3 birdies of the round for MPO. Other birdies are from Christoph Blüher and from Kieran Norris from the UK. So shout out to those guys. Birdie on this hole is definitely, you gain strokes.
You do. Nice little pickup. So, hole 17. More or less the longest playing hole, I would say, even with the one afterwards, because the first shot is so much uphill. You want to clear that snowlands on the right side. There's OB going all the way up to the snowlands and then bending away to the right. So if you land here, right in front of the path, or even clear the path, then you have a good shot at the birdie. You either throw a side-arm hyzer around the corner if you have that. The nicer shot is the backhand turnover, and it's not where the drone is flying, it's just right of the trees that we just pass and towards this basket. So that's the backdoor route for the side-arm hyzer maybe, and the straight gap towards the basket is for the backhand turnovers. But let's see how far our players can make it up this hill.
Yeah, you see the snow cannon, the snowlands on the right side. Just go left of it and as far up as possible. I think that's the main goal for this hole.
Jannis got good distance, but he is a bit far to the left. He could definitely bite off a bit more to the right side, but that OB forces you a bit away from it.
Yeah.
I think Jannis could easily just throw it over the OB, but he decides to go
with
a
his
bit
power.
safer.
Yeah. Oh, this is looking very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're across the path, the walking path, you're in perfect prime position, I think.
Yeah. I'm hoping for another birdie there. But the approach isn't that easy either.
Henning as a lefty, definitely challenging the OB a little bit more. Oh, I remember him last round going over the OB and just being safe by a few centimeters, meters maybe. And now he's challenging it as well, but it looks like he's safe again.
Yeah, he just made it around the corner.
Yeah,
and Dennis?
A little bit shorter than you are, but I think that's also a very good position. And he has a birdie look as well.
That didn't look like max distance effort.
The spectators are following, so they're excited for the last 2 holes as well.
Short break at bar behind. And a few are already following us. Henning, and that's the difficult part about the hyzer. In his case, backhand hyzer, because the hill pulls you down. And then you have trouble hitting the right angle and height.
Jannis also deciding going with the hyzer.
Yeah. Let's see if he can balance it out, the hillside. Yeah. He leaned over a bit much, pulled the disc a bit. The hillside really makes it difficult. You just think about the line, and then the footing kind of messes up your whole plan. Dennis has a slower paced run-up and isn't too dependent on it and gets the disc a bit further right. He'll have the closest look out of those 3. And as for me... Yeah.
Also going with the pyro. Is it a pyro again?
Yeah, it's a pyro. And I'm close enough, and my sidearm hasn't been feeling that good. I don't have too much power on it because of my shoulder. And I'm close enough to even throw a mid-range, so that shows you that I got a good first one. And now I'm obstructed by those last few small trees in front of the basket.
Oh, okay. Looks like you have an open putt for birdie, but...
You'll see.
Yeah, we'll see later. Yeah, Henning just unfortunately outside of a putting position.
Now has a long putt left for his par. Jannis floating it over the top.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. Because now he has a very challenging comebacker for the par.
Dennis
Let's see if he has something, a gap. Yeah, slightly obstructed by the branches.
Getting it up over and almost in.
Almost in.
I've never seen one fall from the top rim into the basket, but I've heard stories of it.
Yeah.
And this one was really close to that. So, as you see, I'm obstructed. Kind of have to dodge this branch on my follow through.
A little bit too high.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no.
Just slightly.
No birdie.
I really focused on getting the pull through around that branch and just gave it too much power. Yeah, Henning cleaning up. Closer than I expected before, but than I thought it would be. Jannis also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some good pars, honestly.
Okay, that was a very easy par save. I thought it would be farther away from the basket, but pars for everybody.
It's an okay par frame. Nothing to be ashamed of. Though, everyone had a long look at birdie. Some easier.
Yeah.
Dang, I messed that one up.
So, disc signing. So, if you like to win this disc, Flo, what do you have to do?
You gotta subscribe to the channel, like the video, and write a nice comment.
Yeah.
Could be about the play, could be about anything else concerning the event.
So guys, please like, subscribe, and follow the channel of Dreamflight. And this disc maybe is in your hands in the future.
Dang, I really gotta come up with a proper signature. It's bothering me so much at this point.
Beautiful splice from Discmania. Alright, last hole of round 2, hole 18. It's a very challenging par 4, 221 meters. You have a higher tee box and then you have to throw up the hill. Everything right from the glass wall is OB, and there is the Mendo for the big arms, so everybody has to go over this path. And ideal landing zone is almost on top of it, so you have a very good second shot to the basket. Everything from the street to the right is OB, where the flags are, and behind. So it's a very challenging green. And yeah, let's see how our feature card, our lead card, is doing.
Yeah, on that approach, if you have a bit too much speed, going that much downhill, you can easily skip out of bounds, even if you hit like 10 meters short of it. If you have the wrong angle and too much speed, then you're just gone.
Yeah, this hole is it's definitely the hardest, and it plays at the hardest almost every round.
Yeah.
This second round as well.
Yeah, Ron is playing the rock wall. He has so much power that he can just throw a hyzer into the rock wall, bounce off it, and have a decent position to get to the basket.
Very good position.
Okay. As you see, a bit windy out here. Yeah, I don't know what happened on this one.
Yeah, your reaction says it all, but
no, I was really confused by that one.
Yeah.
Because it left my hand completely differently than I imagined, but still was a good result. Yeah.
But Henning is safe, and this is the most important thing. Don't go LB, and don't go in the woods up on the left, because then you're very obstructed as well. So you have to hit the path.
And Dennis trying to commit to the turnover and almost getting it over.
Yeah, and this is the mistake. Hopefully the disc is coming out, but it doesn't look like it's doing so. So he has a very challenging next shot, and birdie is almost out of reach for him.
I would say definitely out of reach. And that one was crazy.
Wow.
I didn't expect Henning to go full send.
Beautiful sidearm from Henning. Perfect shape. And let's see where the disc is landing. Dennis up next.
Still got the Mendo and quite a way to clear. And he
passes the Mendo.
He was just way too aggressive on this.
Yeah.
Go so be really early. And yeah, has to get up and down for his bogey.
No,
Middle stability
your
resistor.
shot.
And I just didn't commit to this one.
Yeah, you have to play very aggressive with your second shot, especially if you're in this position where you are and Jannis is, because you don't see the basket and you have to commit to your line, throw something very overstable on a flex line. But this is also very dangerous.
Yeah.
Ooh, bouncing off the barrier.
Dang. Yeah, like the backhand turnover is, or the backhand flex rather, is the perfect shot to get over the hill, because you can get your nose down and clear the hill on a good angle to then flex something overstable back to the basket. So you can throw something overstable.
Ooh.
And like, I know that Dennis likes to throw the sidearm, but on these shots it's just not the right choice.
Yeah. Wow, now Dennis on his last hole. Oh, there's Jakob. Already finished his round. Let's see after this hole is playing what his round was, where he ended up.
He seems satisfied.
Yeah, he looked happy. But let's see. First, Henning with his third.
Simon line balance on this one.
Oh,
Curling it up.
nice approach.
Yeah. Henning is someone, old school player, but he's open to new discs. If he really likes something, he might pick it up, bag it.
Yeah, he has a balance in his bag for 1 month, I
Yeah.
think, at this time. You're trying to run it. Ooh, a little bit too short, but good effort, good try. Nothing happened, so easy par for you, I think.
That second round was kind of slow, but not giving that much away.
Ooh, also for Jannis, almost hitting the birdie chains.
But as you see with that wind, we didn't give it the hardest runs. Not daring to challenge that OB behind it.
Yeah, the OB is definitely inside circle, especially where Dennis is now. So he has a 5-6 meter putt now for the quadruple. Oh,
Splashing out right side
yeah,
chains.
this is not his hole.
Defeated love. Oh man, I really felt for him there. And Henning,
Ooh.
don't lose focus before you finish your round. But no harm, no pictures on the scorecard. Tap in for me,
Yeah.
tap in for the rest of us. Not the hottest day for the lead card.
No. What was your score after round 1?
11 down.
11 down, so -6 for the round, which is decent, but there is room for improvement.
Dennis
Definitely.
mirroring it on the
Yeah.
other side with +6.
Yeah, with +6.
Yeah, main
And
part
on
of those
this
strokes
last
coming
hole,
from that last hole.
there was just one birdie, actually. And the guy who smiled into the camera, and which is now on lead card on the third round, Jakob Ettlinger, had a birdie with a spectacular round of -10. So almost hitting the best round, almost the hot score of the whole tournament, but now he's in second place, chasing you with just 4 strokes down. And 2 other guys are Jannis and Eduardo joining the third round lead card. MPO.
Roland held up. He played 3 down, 4 down total, and he's 1 stroke ahead of Henning.
Yeah, very, very tight battle. Yeah. So good luck for those guys as we are playing within divisions. So final lead card for round 2 will be just MPO players. So see you in round 3. Thank you, Flo.
Thank you, Sören.